All right, good morning. We're joined this morning by head coach Michael Blevins and his player Ethan Skowronski. Coach's Corner weekly installment. Coach, start off with you. Since we last talked, you guys have gone 4-3, including a 4-game split with Asbury. Just recap. I know you also played Indiana Tech, OUC, OUL. Just talk about those games and what you've seen so far.
Yeah, well, we actually, like I said in our first Coach's Corner, our schedule is really tough. We played Indiana Tech down at Shawnee State. The first game they played Shawnee State, they only gave up 2 hits to them, and they only gave up 1 hit to us. So they had a really good pitching staff, probably the best pitching staff I've seen at our level. And I know I said that about Bluefield, and but you know, we lost that game. We come back on a Tuesday, or I guess a Thursday, and we play Ohio University Chillicothe. They actually got us once last year, so we were really interested in playing that game. So got a win there, good win there. And then we played Ohio University Lancaster. Haven't played them in a few years, but they've always been competitive. They have a really good team, pretty good pitching staff, and it was really close until the last inning, and it was kind of cold and wet, and they booted a couple balls, and we ended up coming away with a pretty big win. Then we had conference games down at Asbury. It was our first conference match of the year, games of the year, and you know, first day did not go how we had anticipated or planned. We lost both games. First game we kind of gave up a really big inning, gave them 5 spot in the 5th inning, and never recovered and lost 9-4. Second game we were tied 3-3 in the 6th inning, and we kind of gave a run away, and so we went back to the hotel kind of frustrated. We 0-2 in our first conference set, staring a 35-degree doubleheader day the next day, kind of like today we're looking at. And so we come out the next day, and I know they haven't thrown their best 2 pitchers. We're facing their ace, and they're facing our ace. And, you know, first game was just a absolute old-fashioned pitcher's duel. Look up, it's 0-0 in the 5th inning. In the 6th inning, we scratch across a run. Ski hit a missile to left field to score Jordan Dix from second base in the first game to touch up their ace just a little bit, and it was enough for our ace Logan Webb to bring it on home with a complete game shutout. It was one of the better pitching performances he's had, especially in conference, and so we were really excited about that. Obviously, they were extremely frustrated that they didn't win a game with their ace on the hill at home, so they came out in the next game. They were ready to play. We were actually up 4-2. My number 2 did pretty well. Kind of got a little tired there about 5th inning, 6th inning. Gave up a couple of runs and brought another freshman in, Jordan Girdler. It was 4-4 in the top of the 7th. One guy on, our Hayden Hufford, little freshman second baseman, was on, and Ski hit a 2-run home run to put us up 6-4, and Girdler shut the door in the 7th, and we came home with a split that we felt really good about after being down 2-0 in the series.
Go ahead and hand the mic over to Ski there. Ski, just quickly, just go over big offensive performance from you when you were down at Asbury. Just go over, you know, how you were feeling and what you saw, especially in those 2 at bats to put your team up.
Yeah, I was feeling, I guess, pretty good, you could say. You know, I got to give it to my team. We fought the whole game. Both games didn't really give up, give in. We were seeing a lot of breaking balls repeatedly, so I kind of was expecting that on that 2-run home run. But, I mean, before that, we had freshman Hayden get on base, and then we had Dix do a job, move him over, and I just stepped up and tried to do my best and do a job, and I put a smooth swing on it and didn't really think it was going out. But by the time I got to first base, I was like, it's gone. So, I don't know. I was just feeling, you know, pretty good, but it's mostly got to give it to the team because we didn't, you know, give up. And even in the 1-0 game, we were grinding at their ace. So I think we did a pretty good job. Keep improving.
Just from a player's perspective, early in the season, what do you see from the team? How are you guys feeling going forward?
I think we're building a lot of confidence, really. I think, you know, we're starting to play good. Our pitching's getting good. You know, both Logans, Logan Hill and Logan Webb are throwing good. Anderson, Isaiah. So I think really when they start to throw good, it just, I mean, gives us confidence for our bats to, you know, light up and just start swinging.
All right, Coach, hand back to you for another question. Got your home opener today here on campus. Going to have a 2-game set against Midway. Just give us some keys to today's victories.
Yeah, it's right now I think it's about 32 degrees. We're hoping to get up to about 38 with no wind. So the keys are we're going to try to bust them in a little bit and make sure they don't want to swing. And because if you miss a swing in this weather, your hands are going to hurt for a couple days at least. And so we're going to try to keep them off balance and not allow them to square the ball up very well. Midway has a very good pitching staff. It's the first year program, but when St. Catherine's as a school closed down, Midway took on most of their boys and all of their men's sports. So, they are a first-year program, but they're very storied in St. Catherine. I think they got 19 players from St. Cat's last year. So don't let the first-year program thing fool you. They actually swept Brescia early in their first conference series. So we know they've got some really good pitching. I think we match up pretty well. We've got a really nice offense. I think this is the best offense we've ever had from top to bottom, and I've even got 4 or 5 guys on the bench that last year would have been starting key role guys for us, and so we're really excited where we are offensively. So it's a little goofy because of the weather. We're going to play here today, 2 games, and then we're going to take a break tomorrow. We're going to drive down to their place. It's supposed to be 50 down there Saturday, and play 2 down there. So we're excited. We want to win a conference series and put us in a good position to get to the conference tournament.
All right, well, that's all I have for this morning. Thanks, guys, for joining us. Like we said, home opener today here on campus. First game's at 1 o'clock, slated to start against Midway. We'll see you guys there. Thanks.